Hello and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, wouldn't normally photograph and video a car in such damp, appalling weather. As you can see, there are some rain spots on the car. However, what I've got in front of me here is probably one of the most desirable used cars we could have on our forecourt. This is a 2019 on a 69 plate Mazda CX5. Now, what makes this car so desirable? A couple of things. The specification, it is a Sport Nav Plus, so this is the sort of, I think this is even the middle of the range car in the CX5 lineup at the time. However, it is beautifully equipped. I'll go through the specifications as we walk around. The fact it has a 2-litre petrol engine, that's another plus point. And it has an automatic transmission. And our CX5s are so desirable. We never have automatics in stock for a very long time. They typically hit the forecourt and they're sold either following day or maybe within 48 hours. So delighted to have this car for sale. It's a car that we know really well. We sold it new to the one owner that it's had. And they have just taken delivery of another new car from us. They're very loyal TW White & Sons Mazda customers. And they're very local to the dealership as well. And they've just taken delivery of their new car. And we're very, very pleased to offer this car for sale. So yeah, Sport Nav Plus, automatic, in machine grey, probably the most desirable colour on one of these as well. It's a beautiful colour. It's one of the more expensive options, I think, when you could order it new as well. It's got a full and complete documented service history with ourselves. It has just been serviced and MOT'd as well. And I've got a feeling when we serviced and MOT'd it, we also changed the front brake discs and pads. The car has covered around 36,000 miles, so pretty much bang on average mileage for the year. And it's in lovely order, really nice condition. These are, conventionally sort of family cars, SUVs, and you very occasionally run into one that's had a really hard life. Not the case with this car. The condition's absolutely lovely. A real testament to the previous owner. They've looked after it really well. Now, the specification of a CX5, there is no such thing as a bad spec CX5, but a Sport Nav Plus or a Sport is most definitely the most desirable and most popular. And you would think by going around this car that the previous owner ticked every option they could when they bought it new, because it has such a great level of specification. But actually, this is just how these cars come. Mazda offer a high standard specification on all of their cars, and CX5 is probably the best example of that. Now, we'll start at the back of the car, and we'll start with power lift tailgate. A vital addition to any car, if you ask me. I'm really sorry, it's just started to rain, so I'm going to talk a little bit faster. Yeah, vital addition to the car. You can do this off the key as you walk up to the car. You can just press and hold a button and the tailgate go up. You can use this button up here to close it. But as you can see, loads of usable space. It's a really nice square opening. The tail lip is actually quite low as well, and the wheel arches aren't too intrusive. But it's an absolutely massive opening. You've got these little levers as well to put the rear seats down. They're on a spring-loaded mechanism. You pull that and they fold down. You've got rear parking sensors that you can see there. You may have noticed as well, when I put that down, you've also got the reversing camera there. Dual exit exhaust, so that's one of the giveaways of a petrol actually. So if these have a diesel engine, they just have the singular exhaust on the right hand side here. But very sporty, looks very smart. You've got these lovely 19-inch alloy wheels on Toyo Proxy tyres as well. That is what these cars come with from factory. But as you can see, alloy wheels in lovely condition. Come to the back of the car, and you've got black leather interior. That is standard on a Sport or a Sport Nav Plus. So nice addition to the car to have it as a leather interior. You also got air vents in the back here that you can use to keep rear occupants hot or cold. And actually, if I fold down the centre armrest, you've got your cup holders in here, and you also got USB charging in there as well. So if you can have people in the back that want to charge devices, that's going to help no end. Of course, you have all electric windows, keyless entry and start that you can see on the door here. And on entry to the driver's side, you'll notice you've got all electric adjustment on the seat there, and you've got memory function. So you can actually program the seats to a saved seating position, and you can actually program this off your key. So if you have the 2 keys for the car, you can have one set up for driver 1 and another for driver 2. And as you approach the car, press the unlock button on your key that's linked to it. As you get in, it'll actually be pushing the seat forward and getting it to the position ready for you, which is a really nice touch, really like that. Mentioned all electric windows and power fold mirrors. If I jump in the car, I'll show you probably my favourite feature of a CX5, and I say it in all my videos. This car's equipped with a 10-speaker Bose stereo. It is absolutely incredible. Now, Mazda have a fantastic relationship with Bose. Just have to have your foot on the brake and press that starter button to turn it on. Mazda have a fantastic relationship with Bose. They've been putting stereos in Mazda's cars for years and years, as long as I can remember. They build each system bespoke for each car. It's not just a random speaker chucked into another car. And it's got a number of clever features on it, but it's a fantastic stereo. It is the defining feature of this car for me, but I do like to listen to music on the drive. And you've got Mazda's multimedia system here as well. So this has integrated navigation. So you don't have to use your smartphone. This does have Apple Carplay and Android Auto. It would have been one of the very first that it was factory fitted on. It was around end of 2018, early 19, Mazda discovered Apple Carplay in their cars. And yes, it would have been one of the first CX5s with it. So it is definitely installed. But with having the integrated system here, you don't have to use your smartphone. You do have an independent navigation system. You've got Bluetooth hands-free phone that does audio streaming and your calls as well. DAB digital radio for all your audio streaming and everything else as well. You've got all your different sources. Reversing camera, really nice crystal clear picture on the camera as well. And if I come down here, you've got the climate control air conditioning system. You'll notice heated steering wheel, absolutely vital addition to the car for winter. Heats between the top section of stitching here and here, so everywhere that you're going to hold, this whole section heats up. It does it in a matter of seconds. Once you've had one, you won't want to go without. You've got heated front seats as well, 3 positions, so you've got your hot, your mid and your low setting. 6-speed automatic torque converter gearbox, has a little sport switch on it as well, so it'll hold on to the gear for a little bit longer and make torque a bit more readily available. All your controls down here for the multimedia system. So as you twist this little dial here, it adjusts what's on there, and it is actually touchscreen when you're stationary as well. Electronic handbrake, if you've not had one of these before, you just have to have your foot on the brake, press that down to put the handbrake off, pull it back on to put it back on. It really is that simple. Can't get it wrong very easily. You have automatic lights and automatic wipers. Whilst we're talking about lights, these are actually in a LED headlight system. So if you are to take the car across to the continent, you don't have to put beam adapters on it because they are vertical dipped. They don't actually angle a certain direction, which is a nice touch. You've also got a colour projected head-up display. Now it's probably a little bit wet to be able to see it, but I will show you as you come around to the car. Just down here, this little box will project onto the windscreen here a digital readout of your speedometer and the speed zone of the area that you are in, as well as some of your satellite navigation instructions, which is really nice. Also got electric tilt and slide sunroof. That became standard around the end of 2018. And in the very corner of the mirrors here, you might just be able to see there's a little logo here sort of greyed out. That is for the blind spot monitoring system. So if you are going down the motorway and you have somebody in the outside lane to your right, but maybe sort of 50 yards behind you or so, and you can't see them because they're in your blind spot, a little light in that mirror corner there will light up to tell you that they're there. It's a really, really nice safety feature. That with the lane keep assist and the laser guided cruise control the car has, if you are going on a long run, it's just a delight to drive. Really lovely car. I think that's pretty much everything. Obviously there's a lot more in terms of specification, but we can't cover it all in a short video. But if you do have any questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us. Love to arrange a test drive for you. We do offer full finance facilities at the dealership and very competitive part exchange offer. So if you are contemplating selling your existing car, even if it's not a Mazda, it could be 25 years old and coming to the end of its life, and we'll still give you a more than competitive offer for your car. So do give us a try for that first. It'll also be supplied with a 12-month parts and labour warranty. That's backed by Mazda. It includes roadside assistance, and that's for the full 12 months when the new owner takes delivery of the car. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to give us a call if you've got any questions, and hopefully we'll speak to you soon. Cheers then. Bye.